All right, let's just dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. We're doing a complete, no fluff, tactical teardown of the AI content machine playbook from Income Systems AI. If you're a creator, freelancer, agency owner, or small business trying to actually build online income streams using AI, well, you are exactly in the right place. We're going to look at the exact engineering that takes a simple, everyday concept and turns it into real compounding revenue. And look, there's absolutely no fake guru hype here. No push-button money nonsense, just pure, scalable strategy. So let me ask you a seriously important question. Are you still posting manually to every single platform? Because if you are, I know you already feel the sheer burnout of the modern creator grind. You know the drill, right? Waking up, staring at a blank screen, trying desperately to squeeze out a new idea, and then manually rewriting that exact same post for 10 different social media platforms. It's exhausting, and frankly, it's completely miserable. It's what we call the ultimate content creation trap. You start off super strong, but eventually you just end up wasting hours copy-pasting the exact same text across LinkedIn, X, TikTok, Facebook, Medium, the list goes on. You kind of have to ignore the nuances of the platforms, you don't have a central content hub to keep track of it all, and because you're just so burnt out, your posts start sounding, well, entirely robotic. And the worst part? You probably aren't even tracking your analytics, so you have literally zero idea what's actually working. But what if I told you there's a way out? A way to generate over 50 platform-native pieces of content per week from just one single idea per day? No way, right? But that is the core promise of the AI content machine. You spend maybe 15 minutes a day on one core thought, and the system engineers that single thought into an omnipresent brand across multiple channels. This is a massive paradigm shift. Think about it. The old way relies entirely on your manual labor, constantly guessing what each platform wants and enduring that daily burnout we just talked about. The Income Systems AI way, it's built on a beautifully simple rule. Create once, let AI reformat it, and let automation distribute it everywhere. You are scaling your presence without scaling your workload. So how does it actually work? The machine itself is built on a really specific 3-layer architecture. First up, layer 1, the core idea. This is your original thought written out in long form. Next is layer 2, the AI reformatter. This uses highly specific platform-native prompts to adapt your content. And finally, layer 3, the distribution engine. This relies on automated workflows to push your content out everywhere, zero manual posting required. Now, a quick warning. Trying to drive the exact same outcome everywhere is a total rookie mistake. Every platform needs its own format and its own specific purpose. For example, LinkedIn, that's for B2B authority and lead generation. X, or Twitter, is for fast-paced thought leadership. TikTok acts as your top-of-funnel reach. Pinterest brings in that amazing passive evergreen traffic. And Telegram, that's your owned audience where you drive direct actions. Okay, let's open the hood on the master content document. This is your single source of truth. Think of it as a rough 200 to 400-word blueprint. It contains your core insights, some supporting points, maybe a personal story, a contrarian angle to really stop the scroll, and a clear call to action. And listen, it can be messy. The AI is going to clean it up later. This is just where your original, raw ideas live before anything else happens. To build this out, you need the right tools. Because remember, this isn't generic post more advice. This is a highly capable operating system. The omnichannel tech stack includes Notion as your brain and central content hub. You'll use Claude or ChatGPT for the heavy lifting. Scheduling is handled by Buffer, Later, or Metricool. Make.com or Zapier acts as the automation engine connecting the whole shebang. And you use Canva or Midjourney for your visual automation. Let's look at the actual automation nodes working behind the scenes. Make.com workflow number 1 is your idea to master doc flow. You just drop a raw idea into Notion. Make.com instantly spots it, triggers the AI API using your specific prompts, and structures that messy raw text into a pristine master document. Notion automatically updates the status to ready and even pings your Telegram to let you know the doc is prepped. It is absolute sleek dark mode magic. And here is where the assembly line really kicks into high gear. Once you click approved on that master document, Make.com triggers workflow number 2. The AI runs 10 parallel platform prompts. Instantly, 10 native, perfectly formatted posts load right back into Notion. From there, another automation fires them straight into your Buffer or Later scheduling queues. All of this without a single ounce of manual copying and pasting. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this actually sound good? Well, the playbook includes a massive prompt library. We're talking over 40 highly specific prompts. These are the absolute secret sauce. They don't just lazily summarize your text, they adapt it. They know the exact structure of a viral Twitter thread, the specific line breaks needed for a LinkedIn post, and exactly how to write SEO-heavy Pinterest pin descriptions. It ensures you sound native and, most importantly, human every single time. But hey, text is only half the battle, right? Visuals have to be automated too. You can actually connect your Notion spreadsheet directly to Canva's bulk create feature. Literally in one click, Canva merges your AI-generated text into your branded templates, spitting out 10-slide LinkedIn carousels in seconds. Throw in Midjourney for custom aesthetic imagery or Adobe Express and Ideogram for text and image generation, and you've entirely automated the most tedious parts of the design process. Of course, none of this matters if your content looks like spam. The system relies on strict formatting rules. Because let's face it, identical copy-pasting is a death sentence for engagement. For instance, on Twitter, you gotta stick to 280 characters and maybe one tag. On LinkedIn, please, I'm begging you, banish the phrase "I'm excited to share" from your vocabulary entirely. On Instagram, keep hashtags out of the main caption. This playbook programs these exact, non-negotiable constraints right into the AI prompts. You also really need to know which platforms to automate and which ones to handle with care. Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. Those are highly automated. You can basically set them and forget them. But Reddit and Medium, those are high-effort platforms. Reddit, for example, has incredibly aggressive spam filters. You need a 9-to-1 ratio of genuine community engagement to self-promotion. Seriously, do not fully automate these, or you will get banned. This whole system creates a massive flywheel effect through what we call repurposing loops. You don't just post once and forget about it. A top-performing Twitter thread is automatically fed back into the machine to become a LinkedIn carousel. That carousel becomes the script for a YouTube short. The short is expanded into a Medium article. The article goes to your email list, and the email goes to your Telegram community. You are continuously squeezing 10 times the value out of your winning ideas. Now let's pivot to the ultimate leverage point of this whole thing. Once you build this system, you don't just have to use it for yourself. You can package this exact technical infrastructure and sell it as a highly lucrative monthly service to clients. The playbook breaks down the agency upsell perfectly. You could offer a starter package for $9.97 a month, all the way up to an authority package at almost $5,000 a month, or even charge $7,500 for a one-time done-for-you build. Now you might be thinking, whoa, that sounds like a ton of work, but it's really not. The playbook details a templated 4-hour client onboarding process. Check this out. Hour 1, a discovery call to find their content pillars. Hour 2, you literally just duplicate your Notion hub. Hour 3, generate their first week of content using the prompt library. Hour 4, client review and approval. Boom! You can spin up a highly lucrative service in a single afternoon. But let's stay grounded for a second. This isn't some magical push-button machine. There are realistic risks involved here. Over-automation can definitely make you sound robotic if you aren't careful. And if you post to LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram at the exact same second, their duplicate detection algorithms will absolutely suppress your reach. You have to watch out for tech bottlenecks like API rate limits, and you always need to adhere to FTC disclosure rules. This is exactly why keeping a human review checkpoint before anything gets scheduled is absolutely vital. So, let's look at the final provocative equation that drives this entire system. One idea plus AI plus automation equals an omnipresent brand. It really is that powerful. You are completely replacing daily burnout and those endless content treadmills with intelligent, scalable engineering. You can literally be present on 10 platforms, building massive authority without actually having to manage 10 platforms. If you are tired of the manual grind and want to actually build this automated infrastructure for yourself, you need the blueprints. Get the AI Content Machine Playbook, along with all the automation workflows, prompt libraries, and more step-by-step AI income systems directly from Income Systems AI. Thanks for joining me on this explainer. The automated architecture is waiting for you. The only question left is, what core idea are you going to feed the machine today?